Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone that is here tonight for our conversation with Rob. Now, I did not ask you, double check, is it Wiley or Willey or?
Yeah, Wiley's all good.
It is Wiley. I wasn't 100% positive. I should have asked before, but I was trying to deal with something else. So we have Rob Wiley here tonight to talk about his movie, River Road.
That's
And
right.
we are very excited to have you on here tonight. Can you give our audience just a rough summary of what it is about?
River Road. It's about, a guitar player in Vancouver who meets a lady and they start an intense romance, but then they also start getting into drugs and crime, and things get wild right quick, Michael. And that's the lowdown for River
Without giving
Road.
things away, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, I saw it, and I'll tell you, this is not my normal kind of movie, but
What's your normal kind of movie?
science fiction.
Oh,
So.
cool. That's cool.
So I mean, it's a very intense movie. I will say that to people.
That's good to hear.
That won't give anything away, but it was very
Yeah.
intense.
Okay.
And what I was wondering is, I'm assuming you filmed this during the COVID outbreak and everything.
Right before.
Right before. Okay,
Mhm.
that's what I wasn't sure about.
Mhm.
Well, at least that's good. Then you didn't have to have all the extra problems with the
Yeah, I mean,
COVID
we had a pretty
process.
small cast and crew, so I don't know. I don't know how it would have been filming during COVID, our style, but it would have been different for sure. It definitely would have changed things somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see, you wrote this and you directed it, correct?
Hmm. Yeah.
And you were in it.
Just a little cheeky little cameo.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
what some directors like to do. So
Why not?
yeah, because it's
Hmm.
fun.
Yeah.
And what else? Let's see, what else? What else? What else can you tell me about it? Did you have? So you said it was a kind of a small crew then.
Yeah. Very small. Yeah. Mainly, we shot a lot of it just because I was also on camera. So a lot of it with me on camera, co-producer Ethan helping with the lights and kind of doing, slating. And then a sound woman. And then that's pretty much it on set for most of it. And then our other producer, Rob, kind of running behind the scenes, getting stuff done, prepping for the next day, picking up actors. Yeah, so it's pretty small. We had a makeup artist for like 4 or 5 days. I had a friend come in for drones a couple days. But yeah, it was a low budget guerrilla style, nitty
Mm-hmm.
gritty.
Well, that's good. Um, I'm trying to think what else. Now you see, so crew probably 6, 7 tops. Did you make the?
Crew's more like 3.
Oh, 3.
4.
Okay. Now, did
Yeah,
you did you
I
make
just
the poor actors do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff too, or did they
no, no,
just
no.
have to focus on acting?
No. I've learned my lesson on that on my first movie. They choose if they volunteer to help out a little bit, but it's more like with Cody, our lead actor. He asks, he's like, "Hey, can I help you with anything?" Then we're like, "Hey, we need an actor for this scene, to do a couple lines." He's like, "Oh, I know somebody." Or Lexi would help. She had a car, so she helped like put some of the wardrobe in there and stuff like that. So it was definitely a bit of a communal vibe going on, but we don't expect actors to do anything really extra production wise. Maybe a couple little things here and there, but nothing big unless they kind of volunteer. But everyone was pretty much on the same page to grind it out. I mean, they know that it's tough at this budget level. so that any little thing they could help out with does help. But yeah, nothing crazy.
No, no, I've been on a lot of very low budget films, so
Yeah,
I
cool.
I totally understand how that all.
What did you do on them?
I've been involved in multiple Star Trek fan film groups.
Nice. That's
I mean
cool.
multiple. I mean
All
like
right.
5
Yeah.
um,
All
over the
right.
years. So
Cool.
and a couple of other projects too. So I mean, I understand the low budget and everybody sometimes has to pitch in if they want to or not.
That's right.
But that makes everything fun. Makes everything
Does
fun.
it? It makes sometimes it makes it fun. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's hard.
well, if you don't think it's fun, then you start getting upset. So it's better to think it's fun. That's my philosophy. Because it is stressful. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. No. I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. That's probably you probably have a pretty healthy mindset.
I try. I try.
Yeah. You could
And
come and help out on our next movie.
yeah, but it's in Canada. That's way far away.
We'll
So
get you a date on
where
bus.
did you film most of this? Was it by Vancouver?
Yeah. So in Vancouver and the Vancouver area, which is great for locations. There's a lot of variety of locations. I learned like I worked on crew on commercials in Vancouver quite a bit. Stole a couple nice locations from uh, sets I was on. Um, but yeah, so kind of all in the Vancouver area, representing Vancouver as Vancouver, which is a rarity. A lot of the times, a lot of productions that film in Vancouver, which there are a lot of TV stuff,
Mhm.
CW especially, Riverdale, etc. They pretend like it's somewhere else.
Yeah.
And films too, they often, they say it's Portland or Seattle, but hey, that's cool. They can do that, but we're representing Vancouver as Vancouver.
Yeah, but most people don't realize that they do that. So
Yeah,
um,
and that's cool.
I know. I mean, I always get since I live outside of Washington D.C. I always get a kick out of some movies that when they say they're here, and I go, that is
Yeah.
nowhere near here.
Yeah, because that's the thing. And then they get like this, they have the studios built of like the White House and stuff, the interior, and then they shoot somewhere else. Yeah. I could see that for DC
Yeah,
a
I mean
lot.
it happens a lot. So
Yeah, I could see that for
yeah,
sure.
but it's fun. It's fun.
Mhm.
But how many? That's you've done. I had it pulled up, and then of course I lost it. What other movies have you directed, written, or produced?
Yeah, just my first movie, Dark Cove, that little camping thriller out in the woods on Vancouver Island, where I'm from, just a few hours from Vancouver. Yeah, that was my first one. That was a wild shoot. That's a whole other set of problems. We were we were out in the woods trying to film with yeah, not many resources, no running water, no electricity for most of it.
Ooh,
That's where we got into trouble. Yeah, that's when the actors were really helping out, and some of them weren't happy on that. And I kind of learned that you got to take care of the actors.
mm-hmm.
You can't expect them to do that. So that was a savage shoot. That was really crazy. But hey, we made it to alive, and here we are to live to tell the tale. And then we took a lot of the techniques that we learned a lot on that movie and applied a lot of the techniques on River Road. So Road was smoother and not as crazy because we weren't camping. I mean, shooting Dark Cove, we were actually camping.
Oh,
But hey, yeah, as you
and
say,
was that planned or it just ended up that way?
no, that was like a naive way to keep the budget low.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
food gets expensive.
Well, we had food. We did
Yeah,
feed everyone. Yeah.
but
But
not
hey,
taking them out to a restaurant, things like that.
oh God, no. Are you crazy, Michael? You crazy?
Oh, people have said I am, so yeah, I'd say
Restaurants? No,
yeah.
none of that.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if you're camping, that makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else?
Well, what
So,
did
have
you
you
think
done
of
some
it?
shorts? It said, were those
Oh yeah.
little projects?
A lot of music videos and some of that stuff. But yeah, what did you think of the like the twists and turns of the movie?
Some of them I kind of saw it coming, except for the
Mm.
big one at the end.
Okay,
Um,
that's
I
good. That's
I
good.
did not see that one coming.
Okay, good. That's
I was surprised at that. Mainly, I just thought it was going to go a different direction, and then
mm.
and I don't want to see it because I don't want to ruin it for people.
Yeah, no, don't
Um,
say it. But as long as
no,
we,
but I mean, it did surprise me. It did
that's
surprise
good.
me. And then
Cool.
I tried to think about, did I see any foreshadowing of this? And
Hopefully not.
I don't
Yeah.
think I did, because
No,
I think that's what really got me, why I was so surprised.
because that's the problem. Yeah. I mean, that's the problem. If you foreshadow, then I guess you could do little. But then again, if you go back and watch it, you'll see a couple little the character. You'll see a couple little dodges that the character made. Where, yeah, I think if you go back and watch it, you'll see there's a couple subtle little like ways of avoiding um, w- confronting what happened. Sorry, I'm not
Mhm.
explaining that very well, but yeah.
Yeah, because as I said, I tried. I hadn't gone back and looked at it again, but I, I said I did not see that
Well,
coming.
good. Then we got you.
Then you got me. Yeah, you did. You got me. You
There
got
we
me.
go.
See, I'm trying to think of the other thing that kind of surprised me. Well, what was it was like, the first part of it was out of order. It was like, we
Mm.
had the main story, but then there were things from the future, from what I could figure
Oh,
out,
just
that
kind
were
of like
put.
the
Yeah,
teaser at the beginning. Yeah, it's just kind of like a
yeah,
little teaser. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
It was like, okay, this is.
Well, just to let you know, things are gonna get wild. Just to give you a little. There was, I mean, I wouldn't call that foreshadowing. That's more just like showing you little pieces of it. But it definitely lets you know that
Yeah, it was blatantly showing. Yeah,
yeah, things are gonna happen, and
that it's not going to be a nice little, fun
nice little
time
romantic.
with nothing going on. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, no, you gotta get a little wild.
yeah, got a lot wild.
Hmm.
And but I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else that you wanted to bring up about it, or?
I'm kind of here for you, Michael.
Well,
It's
I
good.
know, and then as I said, I expected Roger to be here, who had a bunch of questions, and
Oh, did he?
he
Well,
did, and so he's not here, and since he hasn't contacted me, he must have gotten really bad in traffic. So I'm just going to say he's probably not going to be here tonight. So, oh well. So,
you're
um,
just gonna have to come up with things on the fly, Michael.
I'm trying, but I'm not that great at that. That's why I get the guests and Roger does the main interviews.
Oh, is it? Oh, Roger. Well,
Roger does the main interviews, but that's
Raj.
okay. But yeah, so that's why I said, is there anything else you want to talk about the movie, or
I
remind me
mean,
of things that I have forgotten?
I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what to talk about. Well, it's out on Apple TV. You could rent it. You could rent it on Google Play and on YouTube Movies. Yeah, there's some fun characters. Some of the more quirky characters. We got, Fresno and Cash Dirty, with some laughs and some intensity in there. So yeah, what did you think of Fresno and the producer Cash Dirty, Michael?
Now I'm trying to remember the character names.
Fresno is, the drug dealer, and Cash
Okay.
Dirty
Oh
is
yeah, that was an interesting little event. And the little, let's surprise Fresno and stop into his house.
Yeah. And then there's Cash Dirty in the studio. He's the hip hop producer. And then you
Yeah.
got Bugs. You got all sorts of fun characters, and
Yeah.
all
Now, was this original music or was this music that you used from other people with permission,
for
or
for it depends
where?
what scene, depends what part. I mean, all the there's some source music in the studio, like the hip hop beats and stuff like that.
Hmm.
We licensed that and some other music as well. But I mean, all the score is original.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that, you have a soundtrack for that, or
Yeah. That's
you
what I'm
do?
working on right now. It's just literally just got it mastered and just about to put that out, so people could go dig on that pretty soon here in the next couple weeks.
Did you add anything to the soundtrack album, or is it just what was basically in the movie
Um,
with maybe a few
so we
additions?
got we got Lady Gaga and Beyonce to do a track. Just kidding. No, it's
Yeah. Mm.
it's no, it's just yeah, it's a lot of the award-winning score. Yeah. So
Cool. Well, um, since sadly I'm running out of things, which I'm upset about, I just want to remind everybody to, you can look down on the bottom of the screen. Those are the web pages for the movie and for Rob's
yeah,
production company.
yeah, if you just go to YouTube and just put in River Road trailer, you could it'll pop up and you can have a gander and see what you think. If you're intrigued, if you're into it, have a whirl and let me know what you think.
Yeah, and they can post a comment on the YouTube.
Sure.
Or
I
no?
mean, you can post a comment there. I mean, it's better if you actually watch the movie. And
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they
yeah,
like the trailer, I'm saying so.
yeah, you can
Yeah,
do whatever you want.
they can do
Yeah,
whatever they want and have a
yeah.
good time.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, then I'm going to close this up early tonight, Rob, but
All
thank you
right,
for
Michael.
coming.
Well, cheers,
And
man.
everyone, see you the next time.
See ya.